Brings people together more than sitting in the stands at a bar in someone's family room rooting for their favorite team. Two analytics experts set out to prove that being a sports fan makes you happier and even helps you live longer.
Their book is Fans Have More Friends. Author Ben Valenta joins us now to talk about it. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, how are you?
So there's actual science behind this?
There's actual science behind this. We had a hunch as a sports fan that, you know, to be a fan is to be a part of a community. And we set about trying to prove that out. And we wanted to use some scientific methods, and we devised some ways to measure fandom and to measure social networks. And what we found is that fans do, in fact, have more friends.
Okay, so are the analytics rooted in anecdotes from people and just looking at the percentages, or is there more to it than that?
Well, we started with anecdotes, right? I think everyone who's a fan can feel this idea sort of intuitively, right? It feels familiar to us. And then we set about trying to do some polling and put some actual data and analytics behind it. So we've polled tens of thousands of people at this point. The data set's quite robust. And what it shows us is that fans have more robust social networks. They engage with their friends more frequently, and they value those relationships more. And that has this cascading set of wellness benefits that come from that extra connection that these fans enjoy.
It just seems like maybe if you're at a sports bar or something, though, those people are naturally, maybe people that are going out are naturally social. Aren't there fans that are maybe just watching they're big fans of their team and they're not necessarily social about it? Isn't that a subgroup?
Well, maybe. I'm sure that person does exist. You probably can identify some fan out there who's obsessed with the Chicago Cubs and lives in his apartment and never comes out. But in general, I'd say it's, the people at the sports bar, the people in the stadium, but it's also just walking down the street. It's also the text messages that you send when your team wins. I live in Los Angeles. I'm from Colorado. Every time the Broncos play, it creates an opportunity for me to connect with my family and my friends. The hometown team has that connection to your hometown friends and family. And I think it's these subtler instances, maybe even away from the actual games themselves, that create connection. You walk into your local coffee shop and the barista has a Chicago Cubs ad on and you say, go Cubs. That little interaction actually has a tangible impact on your happiness.
Why does it impact women more so than men?
I think that the way that we genderize fandom in general, we sort of assume it's a male-oriented pursuit, and certainly the numbers would back some of that up. But the women who are engaged tend to be more connected. In fact, I would make the argument that the most connected demographic out there, the people with the most friends, the most frequent interactions with those friends, the people who greatly value those relationships the most, are engaged sportsmen who are female.
Did you break it down by team? I'm just curious. Everyone, the Eagles and the Jets fans are known as being very vocal. Yes. What are the Bears fans? Did anything like that?
It's a great question, and we did. We've analyzed it every which way, and we actually specifically set out to understand if perennial losers, fans of some of those teams, the Cleveland Browns fans, enjoy the same benefits just like their New England Patriots counterparts who have enjoyed great success over the last 20 years. And we saw no difference between markets. And we've analyzed every NFL market, every MLB market, every NBA market, and the data always comes up the same. Whether you're celebrating or commiserating, you go on this emotional ride together, and that's the stuff that creates connection.
Are people assessing or evaluating this in the midst of this political polarization that we've been experiencing over 15 years? Is it bringing us together just momentarily? Is it any different?
No, in fact, we have some very compelling data on that front. That's where this story gets really interesting. So fans have more friends. They're happier as a result of that, but they also have warmer feelings towards the other side, as it were. So we've actually tested Democrats and Republicans who are big fans, and the bigger fan you are, the warmer your feelings for the opposite party are. And so what we see is a dampening effect on the partisan politics that we are suffering from today.
Well,
Hey, Ben, quick side note. How old is too old to wear a uniform jersey with a player's name on it?
You're never too old. I would always just encourage more of that sort of fan behavior.
That's a wrong answer for Ben.
It's good for others. It's good for society.
All right, thanks, Ben. You can check out more at fanshavemorefriends.com. Follow Ben and David on Twitter as well. There's their handles. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.